Oh no, are you kidding me?
Oh.
I can't believe it. He just went right through that gate and completely smashed up the vehicle, and I think he broke his windshield.
Welcome to Viral Twist. When your escape plan involves a Toyota Prius and absolutely zero logic, you know it's going to be a wild ride. You won't believe how it ends.
We're still trying to confirm what they're wanted for. We've just heard some speculation that it was a stolen vehicle, but they have not confirmed that to us here as we make a turn. Where are we going here? Oh boy, yeah, he's going into a dead end. I wonder why he decided to make this turn. So we're near the big rock quarries, the big industrial area here, and this is
gated.
a dead end. Oh no, are you kidding me?
Oh.
I can't believe it. He just went right through that gate and completely smashed up the vehicle, and I think he broke his windshield. Totally broke the windshield. This is absolutely insane. I've never seen a Prius do something like this. This vehicle is now extremely dangerous to drive. Unreal.
And
Northbound on San Fernando Road. He just keeps going here. This is really dangerous. I mean, he could have little shards of glass flying in his face right now. That is one of the most desperate maneuvers I have ever seen, and by one of the least capable vehicles to do something like that. Right. So the windshield now is completely ripped apart. He's got stuff hanging off of the window here as we're getting a look at the suspect here. It's not sure if that's a guy or a girl that is driving this vehicle, but now we're up to about 80 miles an hour on San Fernando Road. So all of a sudden, what I was saying was just kind of, frankly, a fairly docile pursuit just took an insanely wild turn through that fence there. Really messed up this vehicle, and I'd be really curious to see what San Fernando does in response to this, Chauncey. I really am kind of at a loss for words for that maneuver that we just saw right there. I mean, my pilot was saying he's kind of surprised that the airbags didn't come out, but I guess it was just kind of, a low speed thing. If he had he not stopped first and gone through it might have deployed the airbags or done some more serious damage to this vehicle. And if this is a stolen vehicle, which again we have not been able to confirm yet, but I really feel for the person that could be watching this if they're watching their car. It totally messed up the door frame as well. You've got all kinds of stuff hanging off the side and part of the windshield. It's wow, still just really, really crazy that we saw that as we see LAPD's helicopter going through the shot as we go underneath the 5 freeway, coming out of Pacoima and basically getting into Arleta. Are we going to get on the freeway? I believe we are. No, it looked like they were going to make a turn there to get on the southbound 5, but instead we continue Van Nuys Boulevard. So now we are into Arleta, and boy, so yeah, I mean, San Fernando PD, again, not sure what their protocols are going to be on this, but they are not showing any interest in giving this up, whereas, LAPD or sheriffs might have done something like that with the crazy driving that we've seen, slowing down there a little bit through the intersection just for the safety for everybody else. But we'll see if we see a pit maneuver or spike strips or anything like that, but we haven't heard about any active tactics to bring this pursuit to an end. Sherman Way, I can tell you from personal experience, is almost like a miniature freeway. 3 lanes in each direction, and it is not at all uncommon to find people driving freeway speeds on the street. Just a pro tip there, if you're going to be a pedestrian on Sherman Way, you've got to look alive out there. Right now, only up to about 50 miles an hour. Well, pretty close maneuver, though, there into the middle lane. Yeah, and some wrong way driving. And again, so now, well, lucky for the suspect that the sun is basically set at this point, because if they would have been driving into the sun with that busted windshield, that would be super, super dangerous. I mean, we're up to, this is really wild right now. I mean, and again, no windshield, or at least a huge hole in the windshield right there. And so now, over 100 miles an hour, this is really, really crazy stuff. Really dangerous. We saw him kind of swerve to avoid a couple of vehicles there. So now he's going way, way faster than all of the traffic. So my pilot Dylan was noticing that it looked like the authorities were kind of losing the vehicle as we widen out. They're suddenly not behind him right now. If they're about a mile behind, my pilot is saying, and that may, if they're trying to switch out units or what the deal is, or maybe they're trying to determine if they still want to stick with this or what. But and now they may be trying to catch back up, but they got stuck behind some traffic. And again, the authorities have to obviously balance everything with public safety in mind. These suspects clearly don't care about that and are going to do anything they can to get away. And so now we are starting to see the highest speeds that we've seen so far here as we blast southbound on the 5. So we were getting back towards San Fernando, but now we are getting pretty clearly into Burbank. See the spotlight there, though, from LAPD. They are still watching this one from the air, even though they're not too close at the moment from the ground.
Yeah, Des, this is growing in concern, especially here at 8:30. We talked about this earlier about the fireworks and the celebrations and the 4th of July celebrations really starting to get underway. Oh, is he go? Is that him going through the?
Yeah, wow, just way off the freeway and romping right through that gas station without even stopping. That was another pretty crazy maneuver right there. So now we are off just as we were about to get into Burbank, staying in LAPD's area here. So back in that industrial area, we're actually not too far away from where that suspect pulled that insane maneuver going through that locked gate and busting up the vehicle. Sunland Boulevard, Vineland Avenue, not too far away from that at all, maybe a mile at most, as the darkness begins to set in here on the East San Fernando Valley, but the spotlight there from LAPD overhead. And let's just widen out and see. We're still not seeing the authorities right on the ground, but apparently they're not too far behind. So, you were going to think if the suspect wanted to make like a serious attempt to get away, they might have been the chance to do that. But now they're even obeying, and they're stopping behind the vehicle. They even got their light on. But here we go. San Fernando PD is back. They are back. They are back in this one as the suspect so kindly uses their turn signal here to make the turn onto Strathern Street. There are definitely some dead ends in this area. So is this aimless driving? Does the suspect have any kind of strategy at all? We will see here as they cross right below us here. So kind of zigging and zagging around the Sun Valley area and now kind of doubling back towards the 5 freeway. Like I said, if they were going to try a pit maneuver or something like that, I feel like we would have seen it by now. There hasn't been any talk about spike strips or anything like that, but and because San Fernando is such a small department, there is a very high likelihood that the lead unit in this pursuit may not have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff, because it is just not something that happens in that small jurisdiction very often. Getting a great look at LAPD's helicopter right there with their spotlight, and you see the air support there. And as we continue rolling now into the Shadow Hills area, kind of on the east side of the Hanson Dam, a lot of equestrian properties here, upscale, very nice neighborhood, kind of extends into the foothills. So many times there's something else going on with these suspects, if they have a rap sheet, or what. That's not something that we'll be privy to until, long after this is over, if we're able to get any kind of follow-up on this. But it's just insane, the type of risks that you constantly see these suspects taking over something like a stolen vehicle, which we know in LA County a lot of times is a misdemeanor, a lot of times that might not even get you any jail time. But then you go and you pull something like this with where you run from the cops and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's going to be a totally different story once this is all said and done. So and there just really doesn't seem to be any idea where this suspect is going. We've covered so many areas now as this is the first time that we're leaving the San Fernando Valley and headed kind of towards the Crescenta Valley and Tujunga, which will still be in the city of Los Angeles unless we continue into La Cañada, Flint Ridge, and beyond. But where are they headed now? As we get it right through that red light there, and the next freeway will be the 210. And are we going to take the 210? No, we're going to go underneath the 210, continuing on to Sunland. So we're basically in Sunland, actually more like the Tujunga. Now, you know what? I would say we are... just one second here, guys. We're having one issue up here. Chauncey, let me just toss it back to you real quick.
All right. If you're just joining us, we are watching police chase this stolen Prius. This chase started in San Fernando Police Department handling this chase. We know this Prius went through Burbank and then also went through several. Did he come to a stop, Des? I see him running there.
Yeah, came to a stop. Yeah, really glad this one is over here as the suspect is out and running, and they hopped through a gate there, it looked like. Here comes San Fernando PD. We'll see if we're able to get to the other side of this gate here really quickly. But out here and running, it looks like they do have them under the spotlight. There they are. There's the suspect right there. out here running all over the place. But they got to another locked community, and now, here comes somebody here. Oh, geez.
Is
they
that
just wondered,
him?
what is going on?
Oh, yeah.
And here's the suspect here running in this nice little, looks like a little community here onto someone's patio, but they've got the spotlight here from LAPD, so they're going to try to guide San Fernando PD in here, hopping over some walls, over some fences. There they are, out running around here back into the parking garage. Oh, he's going into a garage right there. I think.
Yeah, he just went into
right
someone's
into
garage.
that garage. Well, Pat, we believe that we saw the suspect go into this unit right here. So they came into, this is the garage right here near the mailboxes where the door was just slightly ajar. They were able to crawl inside. It's pretty dark down there. They're just kind of at the mercy of LAPD's spotlight. There it is right there. You can see that door that leads from the garage to the little patio, and then from the patio into the home. And it looks like he's in the home right now, Pat.